Hi, this is Ernie. I'm the guy who had $6 in his checking account to now having millions of dollars. Um, I've been getting a lot of questions about picking stocks, um, especially around AI and quantum computing. So I'm going to share how I've done my research, um, somewhat similar, but have done my research and why I have been long on NVDA for I don't know how many years now. Um, so let me give you a little bit of a background. Uh, when people realize that GPU, not like central processing unit that Intel makes, but graphic card is able to process AI training a lot better and faster, people have been buying their GPUs to do a lot of AI training. And my curiosity has always been, isn't Intel doing that? Isn't AMD doing that? There must be other companies who are doing this. So I went to talk to an expert. So as you guys probably know, I've been in management consulting and there were a couple people. And one of the guys, he has worked directly with NVIDIA. He has worked with AMD and Intel. And I asked him a simple question. Is NVIDIA's GPU so much better, like the way the Qualcomm's chip was, that Lucent, Texas Instrument, nobody was able to replicate. And his question and his answer was, it's even worse. Nobody. At least back then, Qualcomm had a competitor using what they call TDMA or GSM chips. This one, there's no competitor. There's simply no competitor. So I asked him, but I'm sure with amount of money that Intel and AMD and other semiconductors company have, I'm sure they could catch up. And his response was, they're spending so much money on R&D because they don't really do the manufacturing. They design and it's the Taiwan semiconductor they manufacture. They spend so much more money in research and development. By the time somebody trying to replicate what they do, even poaching people and whatnot, they're going to have a better product that they simply cannot do a catch up. So, in order to validate, also to validate whether this trend will continue, because I don't know, I don't really trust that there's real artificial intelligence. I think there's a different levels of it. So I decided to take a look. And again, my proxy, I cannot go interview that many people. I'm not going to spend my money to do it. That's like research analyst job. So what did I do? I went and looked at LinkedIn. And this is what I've found out on LinkedIn. Look what you see. When I go to LinkedIn and type in AI, of course, not all of them are AI jobs. But look at the second one, co-founder, CEO, AI analytics, and InsurTech venture. And top one, if you click on every single one of them, it's all about how do you monetize using AI? How do I better leverage AI to surpass my competitors? And look at the amount. It's 320,000 jobs worldwide. Just the payroll alone. And these are not, I mean, there are some low level jobs, but if you're talking about $100,000 jobs, this is a significant amount of money that people are paying every year to develop this type of capability. And then I said, oh, is this all lower level people or is this senior people? As you can see from the top, there's 9,526 director and executive role worldwide looking for corporate officers, digital officers. You'll find so many people looking for AI, and AI is at its infancy. So for them to really do something like what you see on what's that movie, Iron Man, Jarvis. For you to do that, you got to do a lot of training. And for you to do the training, there's technically only one company that's able to do this. and that company is NVDA. So talk to a couple experts. They're telling me that there's nobody like NVIDIA. Their market share will be protected for a very long time. And their newest chip that's coming up, Blackwell. Oh, by the way, I've spoken to people at Amazon and Google, all the what they call hyperscalers. It's all about the same, right? There's not really a lot of differentiation. But if you go to Amazon, they've been buying up all these smaller companies so that they can industrialize. So finance, they have all these tools. Automotive, they have all these tools. Manufacturing, they have all these tools. Google and Microsoft, they do not. So only way for them to surpass Amazon is by upgrading to Blackwell. And that's going to, I think, drive NVIDIA to 190, 200, maybe even higher. That's why I am still holding on to NVIDIA. And that's why I continue to invest. And of course, I use my option strategy to sell calls because you get more than 1% and use that money to buy more NVIDIA so that when it goes up to 200, I should be able to exit. And of course, I will reassess what the market condition is so that I know whether to exit or not. But for time being, my exit point is $200, somewhere between $190 and $200, and I'm going to continue to invest. So that's how I've done research. That's why I believe in NVIDIA. I'm not saying that you should always do your own research, but there are ways for you to do homework to decide whether it's some C3 AI that you want to invest in, or one of the hyperscalers, or one of the startups, or whether it's the chip maker. That's totally up to you. But you should do your own homework and make a decision. Hopefully, this is useful. And sorry, it's a little bit dark because all the kids are sleeping. I'm trying to do this one last video before I go to sleep. But hopefully, this is useful. Hopefully, this will give you a sense of how I typically do my research and why I have a conviction that certain things will go a certain way. Um, please feel free to ask me any questions through comments or direct messages. Please like, repost, and tell your friends, um, and even challenge me whether this my thesis is correct or not, especially if you are in investment community or in the semiconductor community. I'll welcome to have a good debate. Maybe you could educate me that uh, maybe some of the assumptions that I'm making might be incorrect. I would more than welcome that. Enjoy your evening. And by the way, tomorrow I'm going live at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. So set your alarm, put stuff in your calendar so that you'll be able to join and ask me any questions related to debt reduction. That's the special guest that I'm having tomorrow. All right, good night.